Hey, Kelly, I have a question for you because you're just a
Yes.
couple of years outside of college yourself.
Mhm.
Is it difficult for you with your circle of friends because you're on a career path of entrepreneurship where you're doing really well and they may not be? Are you seeing any type of struggle in your personal life between the friends that you've had your whole life
Mhm.
and maybe pulling away or maybe not,
Yeah.
but really wanting to achieve your life goals? Do you see that as a struggle at all?
Yeah, that's a great question. I actually had a phone call with a friend earlier today, and we were just talking about our long-term goals, entrepreneurial goals, our, focuses. And she's like at a point where she is trying to start a company, and it's just like I just try to advise as much as possible. I'm not like Elon Musk, but I mean, like, I've had a little bit of success. So, like, if I can give any of that to someone, then that's a blessing because I have friends from university that are extremely successful, like just crushing it, in their space. And I think that wisdom can come from any person, any place at any time. Because we all have different experiences,
Right.
different, blessings, different challenges that other people can learn from without, too much, struggle. So I think that that's, something that I try to do for my
So no
friends.
haters in your life?
Oh, you got come on. You
Maybe.
can call, and if you want, you can call them out on here and be like, hey, look at the YouTube, the legit bag on YouTube,
Oh my
available on
gosh.
Apple Music and Spotify now too. Come on.
No,
You know?
I mean, I hope that I don't. And if I honestly how people say love their haters? Like, I really do. Like, if there is anyone that hates on me, I really love them and care for them because I know that there's a time in my life where I hated on people.
Yeah.
We all I think had a perspective
Wow.
where I'm being real. I'm just I'm serious. Like, we've
Oh.
all matured.
Oh.
We've
What was this?
we've I think as human beings we're flawed, right?
Yeah.
So and I was just talking to a girlfriend about this too, where we were talking about the unhealthy perspectives of women hating on women, right? And the process for me, back in high school, back at university, I would see a woman, a beautiful, gorgeous girl, and the mental process for me was she's beautiful, I'm not her, or I want to be these things that, she is, and I'm jealous, therefore she's my enemy. That was the mental
She's
step.
from out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's from out here.
I actually told Callie in a coaching session, I said, here's the difference between women and men. Men will bust each other's balls all day long and we
Yeah.
don't mean it.
Yeah.
Women will compliment each other all day long and they don't mean it.
Right.
Yep. It's sad. It's sick and it's sad. Okay. I'll take a stand for all women out there.
Yeah.
And it's this awakening. And now I just try to I've stopped myself from getting to the jealousy point
Yeah.
where it's I can see a beautiful woman and just be I acknowledge you for being beautiful. And I have to tell her, at least once a day, I see someone that's, stunning. And I have to tell them just because we have to create this community and this culture of love instead of competition and hate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I could go down that path. That's not what this is
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
But
that's all good.
yeah, so that's those are my thoughts. And
Yeah.
I hope that I don't have any haters, but if I do, then I hope that they have an amazing,
Oh,
life.
I'm sure they are.
and
They'll see you up on here.
Yeah,
They'll be
it's
hating, but it's
fine.
all
I don't
good.
care. I'm just kidding.
You know what I say is this. Hate is good for business at the end of the day.
yeah, that's true.
Because if somebody's got something positive to say about you, good. I
Yeah.
like when people say the negative about you because at least they're talking about you.
Right.
It's never a bad thing.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where in real estate, you
Mhm.
got to have a good credit score.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
with me, it's just my street credit score, 800 plus. I
Yeah.
can't even tell you what my FICO is right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no, we're keeping it. That's
I love when Caleb tries to keep it real.
hey, it's
my
like I like the word real. It's my favorite word.
I know.
It's at Instagram is at real Caleb Dean. I don't know if you're on Instagram or not, or you, Ralph, but they got that one meme where they're hey, when somebody calls you by your Instagram name in public, you just get that exciting feeling.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
It
I
is
don't
a
know
real
what to
thing.
say. Hey, that's real
It
Caleb
is.
Dean right
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, that's really good, Callie, and it's good seeing you again and
Yeah.
everything like that. And I'm just super glad that you're successful at what you do, especially being a young female out here at a young
Yeah.
age. and really you have a good opportunity to lead young other females of color too.
Yeah.
That's always important.
Yep.
And I really, really wish you nothing but even more success.
Yeah.
Sell more when times get tough. Well, we just sell more at the end of the day. I
Yep.
sell people, right? So that's really good. So one question I got for you is who do you listen to?
Besides me, Kelly.
Music-wise.
Oh, music-wise?
Yeah, music-wise. Who do you listen to?
Oh my goodness. Like right now, music is very important to me. I have a very diverse playlist. Right
So
now,
you're-
who's in my
You're originally from the West Coast, right? You're from out here in LA.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So you have a West Coast influence. Who'd you grow up listening to? Are you a hip hop fan? Do you like R&B? Like Trent Monroe, by the way, who we had on the Legit Bag podcast a couple days ago.
Nice.
But who do you listen to?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was raised on Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson.
So Soulful House.
Yeah, soulful. But right now, I mean, that's a big question. I definitely I
No
go
filter.
I go just all over the place. But my moment right now is Big Sean.
Okay.
And his most recent album.
Okay.
Detroit 2.
Okay, good. Okay, now we're making ground,
Yeah,
Michigan.
yeah.
We keep a Detroit player at the end of the day. I like Sean a lot.
Yeah,
He's
so talented. Him and Janae Aiko.
really spiritual lyrics too. If you really listen to what Big Sean says, Big
Right.
Sean is a real inspiration. I feel like in my life too, and really listening to what he has to say.
Yeah, he's so talented.
I never crossed paths with Sean, and I'm surprised. I never really seen him out. I'd like to get him up here sometime and have a conversation.
Yeah, that would
know?
be amazing.
So
yeah.
Big Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Oh my goodness. Who have I been listening to? I've been listening to, honestly, I've been getting into running recently.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to corny music like Zed, or just
Okay.
upbeat
Yeah.
house music so I can run. I know.
Do you
so
run
lame.
Canyon? What is it, Runyon?
No, I
don't do that?
don't. I'm scared. I have weak ankles and I'm I have this fear that I'm gonna step on a rock and roll my ankle because I need to be running in these heels
Yeah.
too. But no, I just I'm sorry.
Maybe you shouldn't be running in Manalo Blahniks.
I know. Right? I do run in my heels though, I was running today. But yeah. I run in my neighborhood and just on streets and all of that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good. That's real good. Yeah. I think I missed a couple of days of working out. It might not look like it, but I try. I've always hated to run, even though I played basketball. We had to get up and run at 3 a.m. I mean, not 3 a.m. like 6 a.m.
Yeah, but you guys were doing suicides all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
really
running.
hard.
I was not with it. So, making that transition over to just not being an athlete, I felt was the easiest thing ever because in my mind, I was I don't have to get up and literally get run into the ground right now, So I'm happy waking up and doing whatever, my projects and all that and really planning my day. I tried to analyze a guy like Elon Musk, okay? Super inspirational person to me. I like studying people. Yeah. And he's done a really interesting job in how he manages his time, right? He micromanages his time.
Right.
And I think he works something 22 hours a day and he takes 2 breaks of sleep, basically. You only need 8 hours of sleep, right? I'm no mathematician. I don't want to get my math screwed up on here on camera.
That'd be a 30-hour day, but that's okay.
But he takes those 2 hours, those 4 hours to get a little cat nap. And I felt like if I can implement that, I'd be even 10 times more productive.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I've really done that this year. This year I've just set some real goals where I'm I want to go after these just tenaciously.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond I don't have a start date of, the 1st of 2021.
Yeah.
I'm going to get after it. No, it was more December. I'm let me get in this routine. So
Right.
been really getting after it, probably, haven't made as much money as you this year, but, closing a couple houses here and there.
Yeah.
But, but no, Cali, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming up here.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Ralph, thanks for having. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having you.
We need to change that logo to 2 bags because then you can say you're too legit to quit.
You know what? Here's
Come on, I'm white. I had to say that.
Here's a funny thing. I sat down with Ralph maybe about a month or 2 ago. It was into 2021. And I tell him, hey, I'm getting into podcasting and everything like that. I told him the name of the show. And of course, he's like a movie critic by nature. He's like, why don't you just call it Legitimate Benjamins? So like I'm like, Ralph, man, I'm like, it's always something. But no, I decided to go with my gut feeling, name it that. But no, it's going well. It's taking off. Nice. You know, I don't mean to Donald Trump everybody here, but you know, it's the best podcast, I think, like on Apple Music right now. Yep. You know, we got the visual on YouTube. You know, I'm bringing beautiful people up here like you know, giving you that exposure. Next thing you know, your phone's gonna be blowing up. You know, Big Sean's gonna be calling you up or something like that.
Yes, call me if you want to buy or sell. Please, you know? Please. No, I'm just kidding.
But no, yeah, thanks for coming, Ralph. Really
Anytime.
Appreciate it, man. And hopefully when things open up again, we can get back to Dan Tannis. And
once things are more open, and I mean this from my heart to yours, bro. I'll load you up with celebrities and entrepreneurs. Anybody you want to interview, my Rolodex is your Rolodex.
I appreciate it, man. You know, okay, we'll cut that segment, but I want to. But you watch Gary Vee?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
He's amazing.
And I wanted to talk to somebody who really knew who he was because, you know, that's one of my goals is like to really get in front of him. Yeah. You know, the guy's like, if you Google on like Wikipedia, I mean, he's got like 167 million in the bank. But what's really cool about him is I feel like he's given up all this game on how to be successful on YouTube.
Yep.
Right. I mean, he just says the most up to date stuff and he's like giving it away for free. It's like he's really giving back in a way that's like something that we don't really see these days, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like I'll send like Gary Vee's like part of my day, by the way. Like I'll wake up, I'll throw just on a YouTube video and just listen to him talk and get ideas.
Right.
So I want to get this to, you know, Gary Vee. I want to get in front of him. I want to, you know, at the end of the day, leverage him as one of my guests on my podcast and have him drop some gems up here. Yeah. I look up to him, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so,
you will. Like,
I mean,
he's amazing. He's the king of consistency. And I mean, even when I think his first business was a wine
and the wine
was his
wine
dad's
industry.
Exactly. And I remember watching a YouTube video where he just like day 1, day 2, day 3, like he just every single day filmed an informational video on the different types of wine and the you know, and he just did that for like a very long time. And it's, you know, his consistency, I think that's blessed him. And I know you know this, but you know, from a social media perspective, the people that are viewed most are the ones that give away free value. Right. That's, you know, priceless.
That's what I wanted to say. I mean, you both have a spiritual foundation. So you know this expression. It's in the giving that you receive.
Right.
And the fact that he's giving you nuggets every single day that you think he's giving you for free, it's not costing you anything, but you're tuning in. And so other people tuning in. So his subscriber base keeps growing and growing. And that's where the hits and the clicks and the advertising comes from. So he's giving you the nuggets, but he's receiving in the views that people are tuning into him.
Yeah, you know, it's what's cool about him is, you know, you get like a lot of people trying to like advertise or like stock trading platforms, you know, on there, and it's like they pull up in this like rented Lamborghini, right? And they flex on YouTube on it, and then it's like they force people to look at a potential end result when you really have to, you know, fall in love with the process before anything.
Right.
Okay. And I think he does a really good job in articulating that in a way.
Yeah.
So he's like my second favorite New Yorker, like next to Ralph. So, you know, but yeah, I'd really like to meet him and have him drop some, you know, like live gems and all that. Yeah. So I'd like to get out to New York pretty soon, Ralph. Let's make something happen, man. But anyways, Legit Bag Podcast. You know, we're wrapping up right now. Cali, thanks for coming. Ralph, great seeing you again. I'm sure I'll see you in the bar somewhere in Beverly Hills, man. We need to get a cool, you know, nickname for Ralph. I was thinking like Rich Rollin' Ralph or something like that.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
Rich Rollin' Ralph, thanks for coming, baby. Legit Bag Podcast. Let's go.